This is my tool belt. There are many others like it, but this one is mine. Figured I might as well do a rundown of my normal EDC. I have a big review coming. It's going to be a head-to-head with Atlas 46. I got some Badgers and I got some Diamondbacks. We're going to see just what's what with them, compare them. I wanted this to be just kind of a standalone thing. That way that video is not going to be like a half hour long and I'm not wasting people's time. So either way, we got the Atlas 46 Martinez padded belt. You can see loud and proud in red because I'm a dick. I like the American flag tramp stamp, suits me well. And then on the left, we've got Diamondback. We've got the miter pouch. This is usually the strong side from the Artisan. And then I've got the Wrangle on my right. It's usually the fastener side on the Denali. So more of a framer, more of a trimmer, suits me well. We'll just give it a quick rundown. We'll start up front. We got yourself Heil hammer sleeve, big time game changer for me. Really dig having the hammer up front as long as I'm not in a finished space. I have an Atlas 46 hammer sleeve. It's not down here right now, but we'll get to that in the next video. If I'm like running cabinets or something, I'll still pick from the back. Demo mode, awesome. Demo mode, awesome. The bar sleeve is great for me. I used to, in my old bags, I would chuck it right in there, and anytime I would like bend down or whatever, it would fall out, things like that. This is killing it. Really good. Soon as demo is over, I do like to run this little level here, foot long, shows pitch. I do a lot of wet beds, works out for me well. That's typically what my daily carry looks like in the sleeve. We'll go with the right. So we got tape measure. I'm a lefty with a pencil. Might as well just say that up front. People are gonna think this is a little odd. So tape. My square, I don't usually run a full-size speed square. This suits me very well. Swanson, made in America. You're gonna see a theme here. Pair of nippers. Usually my like bigger squeezers. You know what I mean? My snips, things like that. I'll just chuck all on this side. Try to keep all that heavy stuff tight to the bottom. Not daily driving that. This is more or less what it looks like. 6-in-1 screwdriver. What's this? Lennox. Good deal. Typically want to pick at it from my left side. Just go crossbody. Good to go. Either hand. Nice and neat. Every tool belt I've ever had, it's always just been right up front and the right. I went with this pouch for my right side to have a dedicated spot for my gloves. If I'm doing plumbing and things like that, you know, fittings, whatever, it'll fit the overflow just fine. And then, like I said, lefty with a pencil, so you got yourself some notes, and then I keep an extra pair of ears in there. Important to me to protect the ears. Left side, we got, typically nothing goes in here but fasteners. I run medium gloves. If you're running extra large gloves, you might have an issue doing this, but I can get my whole fist in there, picking at screws, whatever. Really liking doing that. Anything overhead, you figure you got your screw gun over here, you're trying to get something done on the ceiling, you can still get to that screw nice and neat. Used to have side-by-side pouches. It'd be a little tough to get down there, or you'd switch hands, put it on there, and then you'd have to switch hands again. This is really good spot for screws. Also, throw a bunch of fasteners in here. Even with all this stuff in there, I don't have too much of an issue. Like I said, it's not like my hands are huge or anything, you know, it's no big deal. Come a little closer for this side, it's a bit more tech. Really good one here. These little indent dudes, I forget exactly what it's called, center punch, there you go. Anytime I'm doing like doors at work, if I gotta remove a door or something, rather than like smacking it with a hammer, if it's not like a really old house and their hinges are painted in and stuff, blah, 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 gets the hinges right out. It's a really good tool to have. Pencils, you know, if it starts getting real short, I'll chuck it in here. You kind of lose them in there once they once you use up a few inches. This gets me a little bit more life in my pencils. Really digging this. We got just a basic punch, and then I always keep a little flashlight. So with these, you're gonna wind up losing some things. They got some length to each one of these. Gets longer as you go down this way. So I have some caulking rod, like backer rod, just that little styrofoam stuff. I just stuff that down in there, you know what I mean? And it keeps it right at a spot where I can just pick at it. Other than that, I got some 4s. I guess technically they're 3.5s, you know what I mean? Different sizes, whatever. Run a lot of screws. Got a bunch of 6s over here, you know what I mean? Tapcons. Got the T25. I got my number 2 over here. Typically they're riding in there. My little Ginsu knife. A lot of guys will run a like 5-in-1 scraper or something like that. I used to do commercial flooring full time. I still do some commercial flooring, but just since I was a young lad, this has been like my Ginsu knife. I just find uses for it all the time. Another oldie but goodie. This was given to me when I was like 19. This tool's probably older than I am. Just a basic set, freaking whatever they're called, needle nose. If I never lose these, I'll never replace them. There's no point. And then other than that, just got yourself a tester. Nice to stay safe. Like the slam dunk position. I'm in and out for my razor knife probably more than anything in my tool belt. And just having it there. I know a lot of guys will try to run it back here. 1, it's really deep. 2, I like to keep a lot of different kinds of pencils on me, just depending on what I'm doing. And since I'm in and out all the time, just like the slam dunk is really nice and neat. That's pretty much it. I mean, other than that, I run my screw gun on the back, you know what I mean? And yeah, just wanted to give a basic rundown. Gonna be doing some mods to this thing. So one thing that'll be coming up, subscribe if you're interested, obviously. I'm gonna be doing some work with Kydex. I'm gonna make some little sleeves for these, for like the little strips and nails and whatnot. I figure as it comes up, it'll open up. I'll be able to pick at what I need. You know what I mean? Probably just slide it down right in there. Nice and neat, that'll be cool. I'm also gonna be doing, when I'm running drywall, I always wind up, and I'm sure you do too, you wind up like cutting little areas in your bags. I'm gonna make another little Kydex sleeve for in here, dedicated for that. And then the only other thing really worth mentioning is that I went ahead and I cut a couple areas out. So they're a little tight. They have these little like tight sleeves. There's 1, 2, 3. I just went ahead and cut them out. I always keep all my bigger stuff over here. I'd rather just be able to just run all kinds of bigger things in there. No point having those little sleeves. And then, sorry, it's a little awkward. And then I just opened that one up too. I kept the one for my needle nose, and then I opened those 2 up. If I'm running chisels, anything like wide and sharp, I'll chuck in there. I'm also going to be making a little Kydex sleeve for that so that I'm not cutting into things with the chisels. So that's it, man. Quick little rundown. Thanks for watching.